Have you ever been frustrated by a 404 error while working on your Django app? It can be really annoying, especially when you just want to show a custom error page. If that sounds like you, stick around because today we're going to solve this issue together. I totally get it. You want to display a special 404 page with your static files, but running your app with debug mode on seems to complicate things. You're not alone in this struggle. Many developers face similar challenges. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked how to show a custom 404 page with static files while keeping debug mode set to true. They mentioned that when they try to override the default 404 page, it just doesn't work. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this. So, what's happening here? When you set debug mode to true in Django, it serves its own error pages, which can prevent your custom pages from displaying. This is a common issue, but don't worry, we'll walk through the solution step by step. And make sure to stick around until the end. I have a quick tip that will help you manage your error pages more effectively in the future. To display a custom 404 page while keeping the debug mode enabled, the user should first create a custom view function in their Django application. This function will handle the rendering of the 404 page. Next, the user needs to update the URL configuration to point to this custom view. This is done in the urls.py file of the Django application. Now, the user should create a template for the 404 page. This template will be displayed when a page is not found. The user can create a file named 404.html in the templates directory. Finally, the user can test the setup by running the Django development server and navigating to a non-existent URL. This will trigger the custom 404 page. Fun fact, did you know that the first web page ever created is still online? It's a simple text page, but it reminds us how far we've come in web development. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One user suggests checking your handler 404 function definition. In Django 1.9 and later, the page not found function requires an additional parameter for the exception that triggered the error. This might be why your 404 handler isn't working as expected. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. An alternative solution provided by a user involves setting up a custom 404 error page with static files while keeping debug mode on. They suggest creating a specific directory structure for your Django project, including an error404.html template and the necessary static files. In the settings.py file, set debug to false and configure the templates and static URL. In urls.py, define the handler 404 to point to your custom view. Finally, in views.py, create a function to render the error404 template. Lastly, in your error404.html template, use Django's static template tag to link to your CSS and image files. This way you can display a styled 404 page even with debug set to true. Here's the tip I promised. Always test your error pages in both debug and production modes. This will save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. You should now be able to display a custom 404 page with static files while keeping debug mode on. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks on Django development.